Hi, it's John again here with my Envo D50 bike, which I have here in the backyard, as you can see. And one thing I wanted to demonstrate to you tonight was the factory headlight that's on this bike. Let me see if I can get it in frame here. There's the factory headlight. It is rated by Envo for 100 lumens. Now, I do have something of a bone to pick about this thing, and not the fact that it's 100 lumens. 100 lumens, it's not bad. It's certainly better than some of those, Walmart $20, $30 lights. But if you look closely, look at the mount on this. You'll see it in the back here. I'm just trying to get the light on this properly. The problem with it is that the way the bracket is mounted, it doesn't allow for, and of course with the fender here the way it is, it doesn't allow for much lighting directly in front of you for the first, I would say, 10 to 15 feet. I'll demonstrate that here in a moment. Let me do that for you. I'm going to turn it on. Okay. First of all, let's switch on the Envo controller here. Okay, and there we do. There we go. We got the Envo controller up. The way to activate the light is to push your selector button for the power assist up or down. Actually, what you do is you hold it on the up button for several seconds, and as you'll see, the headlight just came on here. But as you'll notice, there it is. It does light up the ground at a distance of about, I would say, I don't know, 25 to 30 feet ahead of me. But as you can see, there's this huge dead zone as you come in closer here to the front. I'm just putting my light here so you can see the front of that tire. Okay. I'm just going to turn away my light here, and then see, I'm sorry about the kludginess of this, but you can see the light ahead of me. That's a pretty, what's bad about this is if, that first 20 feet ahead of you, I'd say 15 to 20 feet ahead of you, you're not seeing a whole lot. And if you're on the roadway with a bunch of bumps, that's going to cause some, you missing something. So what I did was I purchased an additional light. This light here, let me highlight it for you. It's a Rock Bros 3000. Now this thing has about 6 different power settings. It has got a high beam and a low beam. And here, let me just demonstrate it. I'm going to turn it on with the top button. That activates the high beam. And man, what a difference. Look at that. Well, I'm lighting up the trees. Let me just angle it downwards where it should be. There we go. Now look at that. That is a massive, massive difference already. Let me just angle it down a little more, and you can see that the immediate area right here in front of the wheel is definitely lit up way better. If you look at the back of the unit, it glows green. It has different light feedback for the level of charge that it's in. But let me just amp it up here a little bit with this Rock Pro unit. Let me first of all turn it off. Okay, that's it with it off. So all you're seeing now is the Envo 100 lumen light. I'm just going to turn it back on, and there you go. What a difference. Let me see if I can amp it up some more here. That's a level higher, and that's lower, higher, higher, lower, higher, higher. Now I'm going to activate the second button below, which is, I believe, the low beam. Let me see what happens when I do that. Okay, this is a flashing mode, where it flashes between the high and the low beam. Now, let me just see if I got this right. Yeah, that's the low beam and the high beam combined. Once again, what a colossal difference. I'm just lowering the level on the low beam now. But that's the highest on the low beam, a little lower on the low beam, a little lower again on the low beam, and I believe that's the low beam at the lowest setting, and then back up to the highest. So let me just turn the whole Rock Bro light off right now, and we'll see the difference again. There, that's your 100 lumen Envo light. So, I mean, that's a pretty dramatic difference. Now let me just bounce it back on again. Wow, you know, that's like daylight versus, you know, anything else. And once again, just to describe the unit itself here, it has two 21700 cells in it for a total capacity of 10,000 milliamp hour. As a matter of fact, you can just pull back this, and you'll see there's also a USB port, so you can hook in, say, your smartphone or something to charge it. You also charge this unit as well through a USB port here. But it's a solid aluminum case. I've had this thing fall off and bounce, take about 6 bounces across the asphalt, and it's come up no problem at all. It cost about $72 US. Directly from Rock Bro. By the way, I have no affiliation with these people at all. I just wanted to demonstrate the effectiveness of this light to you, though. That is it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that and can derive some something from it. Anyway, that's it for now. Bye for now.